Hi guys, Wolf here. Thank you so much for coming to join us in today on another episode of our how-to guide. We're actually in a small, kind of small, sheltered area here. This is to show you what I promised about doing the lighting system. We're still working on another episode for building wise, and which we're doing over there. We do need to sort that out. But yeah, this is just a episode on our redstone, where it's a bit more on how to sort out lighting in a build, so then you can have a light switch to turn on the lights if you want. But this is just like a little thing which I believe is kind of nice and that to have. So let's just very quickly jump into this here, because this one will be quite a long video otherwise. But if you've not already done so, please do subscribe and turn on the notification bell so then you can then be notified when we upload a brand new video. So if you imagine that this is a massive mega base kind of area here, and then you've got some space above your ceiling area, if you're not wanting to do too much in this area in general, you can easily do your light system to brighten it up and etc. So I've left a mark here and that to put on a lever. I can't speak today. So we've got that there. Now what we're going to be using is that we're going to be using block iron to bring this up into the roof area. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be placing one block there, one there, bring this up and bring this up to there, and you can get rid of those if you wish. What we're then going to do is then we're going to then place a repeater there on one tick, then 1, 2 and 3 redstone straight away. Then you can then turn it on pretty much straight away then to do that. Then what we're going to do then is we're going to go straight up into the roof area to allow us to put our redstone down. So based on the 15 for the redstone dust, we are actually going to place one more onto the roof area as well. Just like this, and then move it on forward just a little bit more. So then what we're then going to do is then we're going to then place our lamps in. So we're going to come 2 in from each side, so that's going to be 1, 2 and here, and then it's then the third one like so, and then it's then going to be then 2 gap between each one. I believe this will give enough light for this, but then we've got 2 distant on each side. Then here we're then going to have a distance of 2 like so. So this one here is already lit, which is perfect. So your middle section here is always going to be lit either way, straight away. And then what we're then going to do is we're going to then place all the lamps in to get this sorted. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's just get this whipped in. So we are going to be using repeaters on this build to make things a lot more easier. Now that we've got that there sorted, we can actually now just come straight over and we can then start placing these in as so. Now I'm actually all bundled up with a cold today, so I might sound just a little bit different because of course not being well and all that. So So I might just sound a little bit different for this, but of course we want to make sure that we've got content for you. So this is it here. Okay, so this is all of our lighting system. So what we're going to do is we are going to be placing one repeater there. Okay, and we can then bring this in, and then we can now start running around the redstone like so, like this, and then we can then place another redstone torch, or say a repeater, and we can then start bringing this around just a little bit more like this. So we do need to try and cover as much of the area up as we can, just by doing this here. So this is actually using the basic redstone system for this, to do this kind of lighting system. Now a lot of people will like think, well, you don't really need to put that much down because it's only lights, so it's perfectly fine, you don't have to do that. Well, what we initially wanted to show you is that doing a redstone contraption like this is actually really easy, and we just wanted to show you that you can even do it in survival for this. And of course I've got the cat meowing again, as always when I'm actually recording. So yeah, it's all kind of a bit fun. So we've now got all of our redstone lights actually in place here. Now you can, if you wish, if we actually find the middle point here, which is going to be there. So yeah, so this is the lighting system and redstone. I'm using all the basic kind of stuff here, which I believe is actually quite nice. So this does actually give you enough kind of lighting for this. So let's just show you what we've actually got here, like so. So let's just whip round, and very quickly is one of these here. Oops. Oopsie daisies. So yeah, so we've got this here, right? So this here should just give enough light coming down for this area here. Now you can actually do this a different way if you wish. And what we can do is we should be able to now come round here, place down a redstone link coming into the underside of this here. Okay, and what we can do, we can actually and hopefully we should be able to show you on how to do a redstone system underneath for like floorings and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to place that there. Let's just place that bit there very quickly, and we can then actually do that kind of thing on the flooring area. Now you can use, if you've got like a large floor and then you're wanting to use blocks to decorate, use self slabs, right? Because that should have worked. Which by the looks of it, it doesn't want to work today. So what we are going to do is, yeah, very quickly, we're actually going to do, if I get my brain working properly today, that would be great. So it's like I said, I'm not being well today. which is just a shame, to be honest with you, because I like to be as well as possible. But what you can do, if you've actually got glass and you can actually just place it over like that there, then just decorate around the edging with your slabs, just like this. Okay, and then you can turn it off and it would take everything out and the lights out, and then turn it back on again, and it then just shows you that it's quite a nice little lighting system, and it does work. And I do actually quite like how the lights just go around and actually come on. That is actually really nice to see. So that there is pretty much the system which you can then use. Now, with this observer situation here, I'm actually going to show you very quickly on what you can actually do with a observer. So what we're going to do is, very quickly, we're going to be placing one redstone there, and we're then going to then place a observer coming over. So actually we're just going to do that there. Okay, and we're going to place one redstone there. We're going to place another redstone there. Then what we're then going to do is, then we're going to come up like this, and then we can then place out just a very quick little design on this here, because I want to show you a brief clock for this, you see. That's why I'm just going to be showing you on how to do that as well. So the clock will actually produce flashing lights. So you can easily do this for like Christmas trees if you're wanting to, if that's your kind of thing. I'm just going to do it like that, like a 9x9. It still should work. So what we're going to do now is now set up a clock system. So for the time that it takes, okay, we're wanting to do so that you can use a 2 repeater if you're wanting to, a 4 repeater, and then a 6 repeater, or how many you wanting to do, and it's all about the times. So altogether this here, to go straight through, around and down, will take you about 10 ticks. Okay, and there's actually a very good tip with this as well, right? When you use your lever, do it very quickly so it gets the ticks going round. Okay, and this is then your basic flashing light system, and it's actually using redstone and your observers for this, and you can very much easily move this out if you are wanting to. If you're wanting like a disco style thing, right, you can actually just do this. Okay, let's take off this here. So if you're wanting like a disco, then you can easily do a disco style setting. Just make sure that you've got your observer side of things taken down a little bit, or try and sort out the redstone as best as possible with that, and then you can easily do that anyway. So this here is pretty much the redstone contraption. Now what we can do is, if we move this over and we then decide to place one there, okay, that will still light it up. Okay, now you can do this a number of different ways if you wish, or that you can do it like this here and place like a glass over the top, and then you can just work it out through that way. So yeah, that's actually quite a very simple thing you can actually do. If you then wanting to use carpet, you can actually use carpet on top of your redstone if you wish, to then hide the redstone very easily. So what I'm going to just do here, okay, we're going to place let's place this section here very quick. Right, I mean, you can actually do this really simply. You can do that, and that will still then produce light coming through the light as well. So like down here, okay, if you're wanting to do it differently, okay, you can actually easily do that as well. If you don't want to show the glass, just place a carpet on top and that will be then perfectly fine. So we've done our room with the lights. I've just shown you briefly what a observer can do, and also then showing you how to do the underfloor lighting as well. Just make sure it goes down a little bit, cover it all up, place the glass on top, and then place a carpet on top of that. That should be then efficient enough for that to work perfectly. You should be able to do this on your Bedrock account as well. And this is pretty much it here. So we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 repeaters and just like a number of redstone. Now you don't have to have it like this, and that you can figure out the best place for your redstone to go into, then go around if you want, or if you then wanting to make it look a bit more fancy, where it goes from like there to there and bring it out, and then try and connect it up so it goes like that, kind of like a swiggly. If you wanted to, it's all totally up to you for that. So as I did promise that I will show you the basic connection system for that. That is what that is, and then just turn that off then, right? Yeah, if you don't want that flashing. So that there, y'all, is everything we promised you that we would do. So we hope that you are literally enjoying the content. And yet again, if you've not already done so, please do subscribe, turn on the notification bell so then you can then be notified when we upload a brand new video. Until next time, everyone, we'll see you all later. Is bye for now. Bye.